but I have no idea if they're finished loading. Maybe they loaded a couple items and that was it. One of those deals, but I'm trying to figure it out. I walked around a few times, tried to knock on some doors. I was like, well, fuck. And I don't feel like walking 3.5 miles to the front gate.
Is that all? Just 3 miles?
I don't feel like doing that. Shouldn't have to.
Well, hey, that's what you need. One of them things which you stand on and you lean forward and it rolls. And lean back, it goes backwards.
Yeah.
Get one of them and throw it under the bed or beside you in bed, whatever.
I want to get one of those like scooter things, or electric scooters. So I can roll. But it's all good, man. I'm just sitting here chilling. I got time. I mean, my appointment was at 2. I got here about 12:30. So I've been actually here about we're just gonna rack up some detention time. It ain't my fault they didn't come out here and tell me that I'm loaded.
Right.
And I didn't feel anything in my trailer, so I don't know if I slept through the first 30 minutes of loading.
Now that's a possibility.
And it's a possibility, but the ramp is still down on my trailer. So I can see that, and the door's open in the back. So, but there's a green light. So I don't, and the little lock thing is unlocked. So I don't know, man. I think about 2:30, I'm going to ask them, hey, what's up? What's going on? Am I loaded? Because 1400 is my appointment. So 14:30, I'll ask.
Okay.
Try to find somebody.
You got a phone number you can call?
Fuck no. They didn't give me nothing. They got my number. I can't call them.
That's kind of shady.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's a big ass building. I mean, this thing is huge. Huge building. I don't know. I don't know on the paperwork. Yeah, see if there's a phone number.
They got any yard dog smoke moving around in the yard?
Nope. Not even.
Wow.
And the guard shack, man, those people in the, oh my God. I was like, hi. And she's like, Murph. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Somebody had a bad day this morning. I mean, they were just mean. I guess they get a lot of assholes through here or something.
Apparently so.
Chicago, baby. Chicago. But yeah, you can tell when shippers and receivers are just straight up dicks. Like, really? What the hell did I do to you? I don't think you know me.
They
But
wouldn't.
anyways, I thought I'd jump on and say hi.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I'm just laying here in my bed, just chilling.
Yeah.
What up, Karen? Karen, that special kind of woman. Karen, thank you. I tell you, I've got about 12 fans that are hardcore supporting Truckers TV right now. I think 12, a handful, a couple dozen. I'm telling you, man, you guys are supporting us really well. And the numbers, holy jaleepies. That's my own word. I just created that. Holy jaleepies. Jaleepies, man. Holy jaleepies. But anyways, holy cow. We were up to, my personal page went up to 3,300 people.
Awesome.
And I don't even know half of them. All of them, actually. I don't know any of them. They're from most of, hello, Marianne. How you doing? They're mostly from Brazil and Mexico. And I'm like, well, hey, maybe we hit a sweet spot. Maybe they like to see what we're doing up here. I don't know, but it was kind of cool. And then I was looking at a lot of Filipinos, and like I would follow them back, follow for a follow, and I would see like the countryside of the Philippines, like, you know, rice fields and kids playing around in rice paddy. I'm like, Jesus. And I was like, you got internet? I'm like, holy cow. This guy. What's up, Justin? That's my mechanic right there, boy.
I thought it was.
I tell you what, I'm gonna make an official here. If I ever open up a mechanic shop, because obviously I need to service my own pieces of shit. So if I open up a mechanic shop, yeah, this guy right here is gonna be my head guy. So
Now, Justin's the one. If you got questions about Dennis's equipment, he's the one to ask. You right?
yeah, he knows every inch of my equipment.
That's right.
So,
if you got a question
he could
about-
throw the thumbs up or the fingers up in the air and say, "Beep, you motherfuckers."
yeah, if you got a question, is Dennis's trucks unsafe or not roadworthy? Justin's the one you need to ask.
Yeah,
'Cause
I don't think out of all my trucks, I don't think we would. I don't even know. There's no carbon dioxide. There's no CO2 coming into our cabs. That's crazy. That sounds kinky. All right. You're gonna play with my tools in my shop? No. Really kinky. You mechanics.
Hi there, Mr. Justin, Marianne, hi, how you doing? Karen, how you doing, girl? Good to see you.
Yeah, there you go. It would be my fault if they weren't good to roll. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good.
That's perfect. Hey, Margaret, they can't close his trailer doors without him having to pull the truck and trailer away from the dock or ramp.
Yeah. My doors are open and pushed against the dock. So their ramp is down onto my trailer and their roll-up door is open. So they usually, if they shut the roll-up door and the light is green, then I could probably be like, oh yeah, okay. They're done loaded. But the door is open. So somebody went there, opened up their doors, put the ramp down and walked away, but didn't switch the green light to red light. So that there lies a problem sometimes when truckers pull away from the thing thinking like I'm thinking right now, live. Am I loaded? I don't know. The green light must mean I can go. And this particular place, you check in and check out of the guard shack. They have all the documents and paperwork, so you don't interact with anybody inside. So, for example, if I did pull away and somebody was about to come in there, it would be their fault because they didn't put the red light on. So if you want us to follow the red to green, green being good to go, red being stop, don't do anything, then that would be on their fault. So if that forklift gets stuck in my truck as I pull away, it's your own damn fault because you didn't switch over the red to green or green to red.
Or hanging off the ass end of the truck on the ground and in your trailer. Hey, Brenda, how are you today? Good seeing you.
Oh, he took a jab at me. We got to install those CO2 and detectors on all of those trucks still. Joking. I know, right?
Yeah, the battery operated and everything. Don't need no electricity.
But anyways.
Them son of a guns are expensive too. I bought a couple for my trailer here and it was 40 something bucks for two of them. No, it was 60 something. They were $30.
Good question. Is it your job to close the doors or theirs? I see what you're saying about the lights. Yeah, it's our job when we pull away to close the doors and put the seal on. That's their job is to load and indicate that they are done loading. Whether they come out here and knock on the door and say, "Hey, you're loaded, go ahead and go," or they bang on something or they try to get our attention. Otherwise, we have to just pay attention to that red light. Sometimes that sucks because you want to sleep that 3 hours it takes to load you. But you got to keep an eye on that light. Now, if you sleep the first 45 minutes and they're done loading you and you're like, did it turn red and then back to green? I don't know. It was green when I got here and it's still green. So let me go check.
And let me ask you this too about the seal. Usually, don't you have to do that at the guard shack with one of them watching you seal it?
Yes, sometimes you do. Sometimes they just trust that you seal it up and then just bring them the verification of the seal and the paperwork.
Okay, gotcha.
But they got to give me paperwork and the seal, because if they don't give me the seal here as I pull out, then the seal is going to be given at the guard shack. Yeah. Well, Margaret, when I first came in here, the lady was a little bit, I don't know, just irritated, I guess. I said good morning to her. She didn't say anything. And then she kind of grunted, follow me to your back trailer. And then I opened up the trailer. She looked in. She's like, okay, fill this out, put your ID here, and bring it back to me when you're done. And that was it. Straightforward, to the point. No, hey, what's up? How you doing? No hi, boys. It's like, holy shit. She must do this repetitively, whatever, that word. And probably gets a lot of shit from drivers.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed at how much these foreign drivers are just rude or obnoxious or just straight up asses.
Well, I just think it's the drivers from Missouri that's giving her fits.
I didn't do anything.
I'm not saying you,
but this one's steep too. If we're late, it's a $250 fine. Shoot. I was like, what? So I got here early. I got here 3 hours early. I checked in. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, James. Hey, Tina. Jesse. John. Good seeing you guys here today. Thomas. There's old Thomas. What you up to, feller? Yeah. Yeah, well, Mr. Dennis jumped on this chat this morning. He keeps calling a podcast. I just don't feel right calling a podcast. We just sitting around chatting with amongst each other. Always good when Dennis comes on here doing this with me, because the numbers go up a little bit and he has always good, interesting things to talk about. Well, that's the thing. You got to do that. Excuse me, Margaret. Doesn't it make the day go by quicker if you're in a good mood, you're joking with each other? It's a better environment, atmosphere, whatever you want to call it. Nothing. Why ain't you doing nothing? Watching from Michigan. I'm watching from Arkansas. Virginia. Oh, nothing happening here, Patty. Just sitting here reading comments and jibber jabbering. That's what I'll be doing. Yeah, that's something that these people don't think about is, especially it depends on what type of company you're working for. Well, if you recall, when Dennis was working for Knight, he had to unhook from his trailer, hook to somebody. I believe it's a Walmart trailer. They're at Walmart, DC somewhere, and he had to move a trailer around. He done that. He didn't get paid for that. He just did it, and then he hooked back up to his trailer and put her in the dock. Yeah, that's what he did, and that's the thing. That a lot of drivers, I'm sure, do that. They'd rather do that than sit and wait till one of their trucks come in to move it. Because not all of them places have them yard dogs to move them around. Why, thank you, Karen. Had to do a little bit of camera adjusting. The thing was set up the way it was the settings were. It just didn't look clear, so I had to do some camera settings. I have to cut that mess off my face a little bit, don't I? Getting to look like a hoodlum. All right, Tina. Oh, I know. It's amazing what spark plugs will do to a motor. I had that Ford Ranger. Well, good. I had a Ford Ranger. It was a 98 model, I believe. And I needed I did the oil change and everything. I could reach I could reach 4 spark plugs. The motor, it was a 4-cylinder, but it had 8 spark plugs. It has a plug on each side of the engine head. So it had 8 plugs. Well, I could get to the passenger side, but the right side was impossible. So I had to take it to the shop here that I used, and they had to take all the top off the motor just to get to them 4 spark plugs. You couldn't get to it from the bottom side of the truck. You know how trucks are in cars too. They're packed full of crap for the emission control and blah, 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 so forth. Well, the only way you could get to them was from the top of the motor. And so he had to disassemble all the top of the motor just to get to them 4 spark plugs. And yeah, it made a big difference in it. I think and I had the spark plugs. They didn't have to buy them. I'd already bought them myself, thinking I could do it myself. So I just left the plugs there with them, and all they had to do is get to them and replace them. I think he still charged me $120 something to do that. Yeah, you might as well replace them all at one time rather than just one at a time. Yeah, get it all over with at one time. It'll cost you less that way because each time you have it done, $355. Wow. Of course, there was probably more involved than mine. Yeah, the wires, plug wires. See, I did everything that I could reach, and what I could, and they did for me. But apparently, the plugs that would give me a fit was on that right side. Well, right side, driver's side. Six plugs. Yeah, mine had 8. Like I said, it was a 4-banger and had a plug on each side of the head. So when I went to the parts house to get them, he said, "You need all 8 of them?" I said, "It's only a 4-cylinder." He says, "Yeah, you got 8 spark plugs. Trust me." And sure enough, there was 8 spark plugs. Oh yeah, it'll help with your gas mileage. The smoother that motor will run, the less gas it'll consume. The computer will lean it out to the right settings. Well, that's one thing I'm fortunate to have. I have a guy that's just across the street from me, and he's a mechanic, and he has studied, and he's got all the equipment, the computers, and him and Snap-on Tools. I'd hate to see what he owed Snap-on Tools. He's got more toolboxes with stuff in it than I've ever seen. But he knows what he's doing, and he's a good mechanic, good guy. He's the one that's I always talk about. Lost a leg in a four-wheeler accident. He kind of like Henry, hop along. Yeah, that's the way Harry is. And I used to be that way with Mac Tools. Back years ago when I worked at the motorcycle shop, we had a Mac tool man that come by every week, and I just love going in his truck, just looking at the tools. And you see a lot of posts if you in the mechanics or anything on Facebook, cars, whatever. A 10 millimeter socket is the most lost and sought tool that a mechanic can have. Well, that's one thing that every week we would buy was 10 millimeter sockets. For some reason, they kept coming up missing. I don't know where they're at. Didn't know. There was all kinds of little knickknacks in there. It was just, in the back of the truck was air conditioned, and it was real nice. Heated air, and I just go back there. He had a Mac tool stool, so I'd sit back there just oohing and on. Well, I gotta go. No, give me a few more minutes. But a mechanic, a lot of people don't realize what kind of money they spend. And most places require you to have your own tools. They don't furnish your tools if you're a mechanic or a technician. They require you to have your own. And that's a lot of money. You can't just go to Walmart and buy the cheap brand tools or Target or wherever. You need some good tools, and they're expensive. You pay a little extra to get that lifetime warranty. That's the good thing about tools. If they break, they come from Snap-on or Mac. You just replace it. They'll replace it right off the truck most of the times. If they don't have it, they'll get it to you. And that's not money out of your pocket to have it replaced. That's right. Sears would do the same thing. And we don't have, I guess all the Sears closed down. I think they did. Kmart bought them out. I know we had two here. One of, I guess they called them hometown stores. Had one out here by me, and I went there a few times. I bought a dishwasher, a washing machine, and some tools there. The big one was in town. And I've bought more stuff up there in the one in town. Washers, dryers, tools. I like tools. If they had a couch inside of a parts house where you could just sit there and have models bring different tools around the couch just to let you look at them, I would be living in a parts house rather than here because I love tools. Oh, there's still Kmart's open. I didn't know that. I thought they'd all closed down and went strictly by uh, online ordering. I know, doesn't it? Can you imagine the money it would take to start a parts house? Wow. Lots of money. Did you really? 33 years. Well, I loved Kmart. That was my favorite store of all time. The one we had a little cafe in it, and that was my favorite. Well, it and the deli where they had the submarines and the torpedoes in. But the cafe, man, you walk through that front door of that store, and that's what you smell was that food cooking in the back, just enticing you. We had a Cress store too, Kress, Cress, and it was the same way. They had a big bar that you ordered your food and you sat down at the bar and you ordered your food. And that's what you smelled walking down the sidewalk was that food cooking. And they had fish. Apparently that was their most sold product in the store was their fish meals, fish and chips, whatever you want to call them. Because that was the only thing you could smell, and man, it smelled so good. I figured it went down because of online ordering. That's what hurt every business to the point, J.C. Penney's and Dillard's are just hanging on by threads because everyone's went online ordering like Amazon and everything. And that actually killed all the businesses.
All right, let's don't talk about food.
We're talking about stores.
Okay, let's talk about clothing stores. I got another 2 hours before I can eat.
I bought a lot of jewelry at Kmart. They had nice jewelry at a really good price, and it wasn't fake or cheap or not. It was good jewelry, and it beat the heck out of all them Zales and the big chain jewelry stores. Even they were cheaper than Walmart on it.
Yeah, sometimes they had good jewelry sometimes.
I never did get a bad piece of jewelry from a Kmart store. I've still got two of the necklaces in my safe that I bought at Kmart years ago.
Hi, everybody in the background. Sending loves and hugs. Yeah, I got to go and do blood work today, so I can't eat. Nice burger afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
I bet you did. Working there. I bet all your money went there. you help keep the lights on.
Yeah. Blue light special.
Yeah, you paid for that blue light. Did you get to take it home with you?
She said, "Yippers."
You know, I assumed the plant that I worked at, when it came to electricity, I assumed they paid like we do on a house, but they don't. They come out and inspect in uh, something like that because it runs 24/7. And they estimate by all of the electrical equipment that's operating, and that's what you pay for a month. And that's every month, it doesn't change. And for that one plant to run, just the electricity alone was $60,000 a month.
It's probably doubled that now.
There's no telling what it is now.
Yeah.
We had a big 60 kW generator there for electrical outages, and it had 1,000-gallon fuel tank on it, and it would suck a fuel tank dry in a day and a quarter. It had a big Detroit V16 engine on it.
How cool is that? Those generators are fascinating. I think the last time that Kmart was open, I don't think they had any more blue light specials.
I haven't been watching them, Patty. I watched the men's 4x100 relay freestyle. United States won it. They smoked the field. That third leg of the relay, I mean, he was fast. And then the last leg, he was fast too, but that third one was smoking. He was the one that actually made the distance in between all the other swimmers. And that's the only thing I've seen so far. What was it last night? I looked for it, and I finally found it. And I can't remember what was they were airing at that time. I didn't watch it. It just commercials. I hate commercials, and if I turn a channel that's got 3 minutes of programming and 60 minutes of commercials, I don't watch it, so I turn it off.
I don't watch anything anymore that has commercials.
I still watch a few things, but most of what I watch is through my streaming company, and they've got everything. Triple D's even on there, so if I feel like watching old Guy Fieri, I'll turn it on there, and whatever. They've got so many of them now on there that I can watch them. They're not brand new episodes, but they're, from beginning
But they're
to
still good.
Yeah, they're all good. And so I watch it commercial free. I don't watch a whole lot of regular just regular TV. What is I watch On Patrol Live every now and then, but it's gotten so commercial now that it's not worth watching. And what else? Smithsonian Channel. I will still watch it. I watch History and Discovery.
I miss the Smithsonian Channel. I can't watch it anymore.
You can't. Yeah, I still get it. I like it. They have a lot of interesting programs on it.
Yes, they do. Curtis, last Wednesday, we had a storm came through, and it was a microburst. Knocked our electricity out for 6 hours. It didn't come on until 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were pretty hot around the house, boy.
I bet.
Having a heck of a time trying to sleep.
Stick you a dining room chair in front of the refrigerator and open it up and sit in front of the fridge.
No, because we don't want our food to go bad.
Well, you don't have to keep it open for hours. Just get chilled a little bit. I seen on Facebook where a guy made a cooler out of an ice chest, one of them styrofoam ice chests.
Yeah.
He cut a hole in the top of it and put a fan, attached it to the top of the lid of the ice chest to where it would blow the cold air out of the ice chest.
I think I seen something like that a long time ago.
You can buy you a battery-powered fan and put it on there, and there you have it.
Yeah, I got a couple of battery-powered fans. I just bought the next day in case if we have another episode of electricity going out.
Yeah.
But we were sitting outside in the backyard. My husband went and got in the car and went to sleep. He didn't sleep long. I went to bed at midnight.
That's why you need to buy a camper.
Yeah, we got a camper, but we didn't have any propane or anything. Batteries are dead on it.
Got a generator on it?
We got a generator with no gas. We were not ready for it.
Well, there you go. You should have a tank of gas waiting. A can of gas. Let it set for, if you don't use it in a month, just put it in your car, and then next day, whenever you, week or whatever, fill it back up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this guy that I seen, Thomas, he just used bagged ice. Filled his cooler up with that ice out of a bag and then turned it on. You know, it ain't like an air conditioner, but it's better than nothing.
Exactly. That's a lot better than nothing, is right. Especially out here in Arizona.
When it's hot in your house, man, you can't sleep. I can't myself.
No, you can't. I kept tossing and turning, trying to sleep a little bit.
Right.
Next day, we went to sleep at 11 o'clock in the morning and didn't wake up until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We had to catch up on our sleep.
Yeah, I own a generator. It's kind of like that Blazer. It's been gone now for a while. Looks like I might be in the market to buy a new generator.
Oh, wow.
I've had this one for years. I used it 2 times, and boy called me and says, "Hey, you think I could borrow that generator? We're going camping this weekend." And I told everybody that you had one and I'd get it. I said, "Yeah, come and get it." And I hadn't seen it since. He told me that it wouldn't start, and I said, "Well, I told you that when you got it, you're gonna have to clean the carburetor because it won't." And he didn't clean it, so they didn't get it started. I said, "Well, bring it back. I'll have Josh work on it, get it running." I hadn't seen it since.
Hi, Donda.
Hello, Miss Donda.
Curtis, I wanna do that solar generator from Patriots. 4 Patriots. I want to buy their solar generator. It's over $2,000, but I think it'd be well worth it.
How many watts is it?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up again to find out.
Well, that might be something you might look into, because when it comes to solar power, you need to figure out what wattage you're going to be pulling on it and determine if it's going to be worth the money.
My husband says it's worth the money. $2,000.
But solar is very expensive to get set up on. I've been keeping up with it for more than a couple, for quite a few years. And these solar panels is very expensive.
Yeah, and you have to keep them clean.
The wattage that they create that you can store is very little. To get set up to run a whole house on solar is pretty dang expensive. You're talking thousands.
Yes, it is. That's why I don't have solar.
So that's why I say if you just want to run a fan or lights, that's something to consider, but not anything else with something that's small. Look what Roy's got, and he can't run everything on it because it pulls so much power that he has to run 1 or 2 things at a time and not all.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want a generator that you have a switch that automatically switches from line power to generator power, but that's really expensive. And I would like to have one that run off of propane, because I've got a propane tank back here. I don't use it for nothing, but it's here hooked up, and I could just replumb it back to the generator and have it ready to go anytime. That's what I want.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That's what we had at the plant, and every time that switchover gear would pop from line power to generator, it'd scare the crap out of you. It's loud.
Yeah.
If you're in that control center, not paying attention to anything, and that thing switch over, like on Wednesdays, it was set up to exercise at 11 o'clock. So there you have it. Sit there eating lunch, and that thing switch over, and you don't think about it. You jump out of your seat 4 foot high. I ain't kidding you. And many years. And every time it done it, it still scared me. But that's the way to do it. Is if you're going to do it right. And if you can afford to do it right.
Exactly.
That's what I'd suggest. Propane is not bad priced. It's more than it used to be, but it's not like gasoline. And a lot of good generators out there run on propane. Hey Rex, how you doing?
Hi, Rex. Hugs and loves.
And if you already have propane at your home, it doesn't take much to tap a line to connect to it or have a connection point somewhere at your house to connect your generator to. And if you do use propane, there you have it. You know you got it, so you can get it fired up if you lose power. It's wintertime, fireplaces and wood stoves, whatever. That's the ideal thing to have if you got a fireplace. But during the summertime, you don't have that. I remember years ago being a kid, parents had a fireplace in their house and it wasn't built right, so it didn't throw a lot of heat off. And so we installed a Ben Franklin wood stove. And I'm gonna tell you what, it heated that whole 2-story house up just by that wood heater. To the point you'd have to open up doors to cool it down.
I don't know if you guys can see this or not. It's 4 Patriots. It's almost 3,000. You get all that though. Power device twice as long, runs more devices like your fridge. More outlets on the new LED screen, I should say. I can't read right. And I guess it comes with books and a couple other things too. So it looks like a little portable dolly.
That's cool. Rex, are the Americans winning the medal count yet? Like I say, I've just watched a little bit of it.
I haven't watched any of it, and I don't care to. I'm hoping the USA wins, but that's all I'm hoping for. The controversy over the beginning of it. A lot of people are pissed off.
I don't watch any opening ceremonies on it. I'll watch a few of the events, but I quit watching the opening ceremonies years ago. Used to like to watch the Super Bowl halftime, but I don't like it no more.
Yeah, some of the halftimes are good, some of the halftimes are bad.
Well, from what I've seen of it on social media, It's a good thing I didn't watch it because it wouldn't be nothing I wanted to watch. That's the way it's been for many years. I guess the last time I actually watched them was when they still had the frogs. Bud, Wiser. Hello there, Roy. What's Roy doing?
Hi, Roy. Does anybody know what a typing screen is? At the doctor's office.
What?
Typing screen. I gotta get this done 3 days before my surgery. I gotta get a chest X-ray, EKG, all this fun stuff.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever had that before. I don't know what it is.
well, we
I
call it
forgot
pre.
to ask him while I was on the phone.
Yeah, we call them pre-ops.
Yeah, they're all pre-ops. Yeah.
I had to do all of that business before my surgeries.
Yeah. I don't know what the typing screen is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that done before.
No, I don't know what that is. Did you Google it?
Roy's gonna delete his Facebook page and start a new one. All right, Roy, sounds good. Thanks for letting us know. What'd you say, Curtis?
Did you Google it?
No, I haven't Googled it yet.
That would probably be the best place to find out what it is.
Yeah. I just thought maybe somebody on here would know. Instead of Googling it.
Let's see here. Okay.
Right now I'm deleting all kinds of crap out of my email.
Oh my God. I got 1,000 emails I got to go in and clear out.
I got 15.
I was keeping up with it real good and then I quit. And before I knew it, I was built up.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take long. Just takes one day. That's crazy. And I get some of the stuff in my email like, where in the heck did you get my email information? Ugh.
Yeah, when it comes to deleting Facebook, they don't make it easy. When you go into delete it, that's what I did to mine, and it takes up to 30 days, it said,
Really?
to completely do away with it. Because that way it gives you time. If you decide you don't want it deleted, you can always start using it again. But it said that you could take up to 30 days to delete your account. You can always change your passwords, things like that, and then
Oh yeah,
close,
you can your
reopen it. And if you got your account hacked, whoever's got it hacked will lose access to your account, and it's like starting new.
I just changed my password. I've never had any problem. I have people asking me if I've started up a new Facebook page. Nope. Nope.
That's somebody people have been trying to either clone or hack your account.
Yeah.
That's the thing. See, Tina, that's the thing about friending everybody. People that they don't even realize that somebody may have accessed their account, and by sending a friend request, you accepted it. The person that you accepted doesn't know that they're hacked.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's access to everything of yours by that one person. I had, like I said earlier, my cousin, she apparently friended somebody, and this somebody sent me a friend request. I have no clue who it was, but I looked on the person's Facebook account, and it said that my cousin was his friend on Facebook. So I sent her a message this morning and asked her, "Do you know this guy?" And she says, "No." I said, "Well, you might need to check your friends list, because this individual sent me a request this morning or late last night. And it says that you two are friends." And she says, "No, we're not."
Yeah.
So you better check it and get it out of your business, because it's saying you are. And I just automatically deleted it.
I turn him in. I have a bunch of people on my old. Lately, it's been on my old post that I posted.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I like your post. Can you friends me?
Yeah,
nope. That's a scammer right there.
Yeah, and what happens is when you post things, you share it to your page and all that stuff. That's where all these troublemakers start commenting and trying to get you on your post, like us right now doing this podcast. I share our video.
Yes.
And I will get a comment after it's closed down, probably tonight, saying on my profile that they want to be friends. And they'll get this long speech, blah, 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 this or that. And I'll just delete it automatically. I don't mess with it.
Yeah, it's like a long chain letter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, be friends with me. No. I tried to be friends with you, but it won't accept. Oh, good. I don't want to be friends with you.
Right. That's right, Roy. It doesn't help by reporting them because Facebook don't care. You're just one in a million that uses Facebook, and so they don't care. It's generated whatever. Best thing to do, you can have multiple email addresses, okay? Gmail, I have two, and they're totally different. They're not the same. It's not Gmail and blah, blah, blah. It's that and another one. So business is on one of them and personal is on another.
It's the best way to do it.
And so there's no link in the two. Facebook is used with one of them and the other is my personal. And you, as long as, for instance, and now you got to understand, Facebook is smart. So when you create a new email or using another one that you have, make sure they're not linked together because they'll figure it out that you're the same person just trying to access a different account. And you have to show it. I went through that a few months back with this stuff. I made a new profile, blah, blah, blah. And it says, seems like you have this account here also. Well, yeah. What's it to you? It says, well, you can only use one at a time. So I'd have to quit using my original completely to use the new one. I did not figure out how to do that without deleting it. Like I said, 30 days. I didn't want to change what I'm on right now just to be undercover. So I said, screw it. Screw it. And I deleted that other one. Hey, old lady, what are you doing?
Hi, Diane. Hi, Robert. Hi, everybody in the background that just joined us.
Well, we broke 97.
Cool.
No, it's hot.
That's mild compared to what I've been getting.
Yeah, but I got probably 5,000% humidity here.
Yeah, probably. That's true. Oh. Mine, is it 2:45 yet? No.
I know you did, Diane. You had a long night.
What?
Diane, she just got up. She sleeps all day and up all night.
Yeah. Not me. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, go to bed at 7 or 8.
Well, and if I'm not doing this stream chat, I'd already been in my recliners asleep 2 different times.
Yeah.
And finally give it up about 7 o'clock at night. I'm out. I'm asleep for the night. But when I do these streams, I stay awake longer.
Yeah, because it keeps you busy and it helps you stay awake.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. All I have to do is eat something and go night-night.
I'll put my sleeping machine on in 5 minutes. I'm out.
Deadpool Wolverine. I want to see Wolverine, but I don't know about Deadpool. That's a baby. What was the name of the last movie I just went and seen? It was Sight. That's what it was. I want to see that movie, Horizon with Kevin Costner.
I don't guess I've seen it.
Scott says, Curtis, you type in your sleep. He probably does.
I type in my sleep. I wake up and check things and see Dennis streaming, and I'll start to say a few things, and I'm back to sleep.
Yeah.
And that's usually when I put my mask on. Yeah, and in the 30 days, if you don't want to delete it, then you just open it up and it'll shut it off being deleted. So if you want to go ahead and delete it after you open it back up, well, you have to start all over again. You got to wait till after the first of the year, Roy, when the new president's in office. Well, if you'd quit thinking dirty things about me, Diane, you'd go right to sleep. Henry's not here, Roy, and you're next in line. Let's see who tripped my camera this time.
All right, what's going on here? Oh, beans.
Oh, Red Wasp.
What?
Red Wasp is on my camera. He walks right across the lens.
All righty then.
Let me see here. Okay.
Yeti cooler. I think they're awesome, but I won't pay that price.
Okay.
Bath and Body Works. We need to go back there.
That's the wrong one.
Love their stuff. Love their body wash.
Okay, watch.
What?
Did you see? Well, watch. You got to see him.
Oh, how cool. That's cool. got to see the
Yeah.
horns.
Yeah, he sets it off quite often.
That's cool. I like
Yeah.
seeing.
I lost a little bit, Diane.
Man, I'm trying to stay away from food, and I forgot I got emails in my about food. Dang it! Black Angus Steakhouse.
I got Scott. I've got them in the front of the house, behind the house, around the house. They're everywhere here. Trying to find anywhere that's cool.
Hi, Michelle.
Oh,
Hey, you took me
What?
off.
one year I had them underneath the siding, and I had to go through there and spray underneath the siding to get rid of them.
Yeah, we have a spider web on our camera. One of our cameras.
Well, hey, Michelle, how's your day going? I'm kind of depressed about it, Diane, because I thought I'd be losing 20 pounds a day. It ain't doing it. So I can't tell. You know, I can step on the scale and tell, but as far as appearance goes, I can't tell.
Well, the best way to do that, Curtis, is you should have taken a picture of yourself and then wait a couple of weeks and take a picture again.
Well, I got it.
You
I
can
got
tell.
I got to protect my camera. I don't want it to bust.
Oh, whatever. Don't give us that crap.
I had to use an old telephone that I have in my desk drawer to take the picture that's on there right now on my profile to keep from breaking my computer screen.
Whatever.
That's the way I am.
It's a little hot air this morning or this afternoon.
Because it's hot in this house. It's
Well,
88
put your
degrees
AC
in the
on.
house. It's too loud.
Yeah, Scott, I do the same thing. All I have to do is look at it and I gain weight.
I've gained 5 pounds since we've been talking about it.
I'm trying not to talk about food because I'm hungry and I can't eat. I got another 2 hours before I can eat.
Well, you know, I was always fasting for my lab work. And
Yeah.
Because I assumed that on any lab work they're checking A1C, but I didn't know they were checking other things.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so-
they check all kinds of stuff.
But every 3 months I don't have to fast, because the only thing that they check in 3 months is my A1C. And if I get up and eat a steak and eggs and potatoes and then go to the doctor to pull the lab work, it's not going to affect my 90-day A1C. So I told the practitioner that I was fasting because I thought I had to, and because I was having a low glucose level episode there at the doctor's office. And she said, no, you don't have to do that just for, that. When we discuss other things and I tell you to fast, then you fast. But if it's just for lab work, no, don't worry about it. You eat. So when it's just the A1C, I go ahead and eat something in the morning because I know if I don't, we're going to have the same thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, last time I went and did blood work, I didn't fast. So I'm making sure I'm doing it this time to make sure everything gets covered.
Mm-hmm. And see, I do that once a year. I have to have a yearly physical.
Yeah.
And that's when I fast is for it.
Ah.
Roy, what you'll have to do is when you try to get on Messenger, when you change your Facebook, chances are you're logged into your Messenger with Facebook. What you'll have to do is re-log in with your new account on Messenger, then you're fine, but it won't log in once the other Facebook is deleted. I have the Messenger app on my computer also, but I don't use it. My Messenger is on my Facebook, and that's how I do Messenger. No, even my yearly physical, I can't have nothing. I mean, not a single thing, water, anything. They told me I can have a sip of water, plain water, to take my medicine, but that's it. A sip, enough to swallow the pills. Because they're looking at my kidney functions, everything that can be detected by blood, that's what they're looking at. Yeah, you'll have to log in on Messenger with the new. If you use Facebook, log in on Messenger. You'll have to, when you go to try to use Messenger after you deleted this account, it won't let you in. It'll say wrong password or wrong email. And just write this down so you remember it. And then once you log into Messenger with your new account, then everything's good after that.
Yeah, and then when you want to get on stage, you'll have to set up a whole new thing. And
well, there ain't nothing to that. You guys make it sound difficult, but it's not.
Well, it is. It depends on what you're doing off of Facebook.
You guys need to quit using that Apple stuff and start using Android. It's simple.
No, I'll deal with Apple.
Well, see, that's why it's so complicated. Facebook don't like Apple products either.
I like Apple.
Well, I like Apple fruit, but not Apple electronics.
Stay away from food, okay? You're torturing me enough.
Once you get into Messenger on a new account, Facebook account, or however you get into Messenger, everything's fine. Everything will still be there on Messenger. I would recommend logging into Messenger on through Facebook the first time. So when you do go to Messenger by itself, the app, then it'll ask you, do you want to use your Facebook account to log in? Well, of course, and then there you have it. It's all good. It's actually however you prefer to do it.
He'll be going through all the steps after he changes it.
Whatever. The way makes it easier for you is the easiest, best thing to do. I do it because that's the only way I've ever done it.
I wouldn't even change my Facebook page. I'd just start a new one and use a different email address. And do it that way. It would be easier. Just never go back on your old one.
Chances are, Roy, you need to clean your telephone out, the cache, your browsing history, all of that stuff. That needs to be cleaned out every so often. And that way, chances are that's what your problem is. Whatever you browse, all of that adds up and takes up storage and makes your telephone act funky. It doesn't let you do things you would normally do, like Facebook. It all affects that. And so I would definitely go in there and clear it out first thing.
Yes.
That's why I have to contact Dennis every time when I have to redo StreamYard, because when I clear my browsing history and all of that stuff, it clears everything. And so when I try to log into StreamYard, it won't let me. So I have to get a code and they email it to Dennis. Dennis tells me the code, and that's how I get into StreamYard the first time. And then after that, I don't have to do it until the next update or clearing of the house.
Yeah.
That's what I did on this computer I'm on now. I had to get a code to get back in here. Yeah. Clean the cache, browsing history, clean that first thing. And then if it's still not doing it, change your password. And that right there should fix any problems that you have. Make sure you don't, as far as passwords, things like that, make sure you don't delete that. Once you do go to clean the history and all of that, it'll give you options. And most time it doesn't have the passwords highlighted to clear, but better check. And like I say, when it comes to telephone usage, I don't know. I couldn't tell you nothing about it. I'm going by on the computer. See one cat. There's the other cat. I don't see Jordan. He's somewhere cold, I guarantee it. They're miserable. Oh, Fortune, he's so big that when he lays out, he's as big as that wagon.
Yeah, how is your cat?
They're doing good.
Good.
Fat and sassy.
Oh, yeah. My little chunky monkey over there is doing good. And Blackjack, he's around here somewhere probably sleeping, but doing good.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, Roy. I may have to don the headset because it's getting freaking hot. Getting it's done God.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting inside.
Let's see here. Bluetooth. Bluetooth. Bluetooth off. On. Okay. All right, let's turn this bad boy on. Oh, I got to turn it on. To what? Connect.
You only have 3 hours left. Oh, goody. Delete. Come on. So what did everybody do last weekend? Anything exciting? That sounds like fun, Roy. We just stayed home, and after that storm, we had to fix our tree in the front.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah? What'd you do? Mute yourself?
Yeah, I muted myself while I connected this headset.
Oh.
I'm not. Let me see here.
Yeah, our poor tree took some real good damage.
Hello. Okay. Now we're good.
I'm good. Let me take you out and show you.
Oh, took them grandkids to Branson. That's awesome. I love that place myself.
Right on. The wind's
Yeah.
starting to pick up a little bit.
And we've had a really nice breeze here today.
Sierra Port Tree.
You can
Yeah,
hear
it
me
took some.
now?
Our port tree really took some damage.
Yeah.
It's all on the ground. Some in our backyard too.
I have one tree left that's by the house. And now that I have this carport built, it's going to take a bucket truck to probably cut it down
Oh
because
wow.
it's right at the corner of the house, and there's a shed and in my carport, so there's no opening to lay it through. And so they'll have to cut it in section and lower it down to the ground.
Yeah, Diane, our tree was starting to split at the bottom, so we decided to cut a big piece off. We didn't want it to land on the house and ruin everything. So it was bad because we had that microburst. We had a microburst.
We have a lot of them here.
At least our garden made it through.
People think we're having a tornado at first, and then ends up being microburst when it's all said and done.
That's the first time I've ever been in a microburst.
Wind shears and microburst. Wind shears will lay a tree down like it, and you can tell them a lot of times by the path that they run. It's like somebody went in there with a bulldozer and just laid trees down on their sides, just a clear path. Looks like a man-made path through a section of land. There's no broken trees or anything like that. They're just laid flat on the ground. And that's one sign that tells you that's wind shears.
Wow. I've never been in one of those either.
They'll clear some property. I've seen, well, one of them in the village, they thought they had a tornado touchdown, but it wasn't. And the trees landed on houses. It really destroyed a lot of homes. And everyone thought it was a tornado, but it wasn't. It was them wind shears.
Wow. I've never been through a hurricane or anything either.
If I ever go, yeah. If I ever go through a hurricane, I'm not at home.
Yeah, your home will be picked up and gone.
We don't get hurricanes here.
Well, that's good.
No, that's bad because we get tornadoes.
Yeah, tornadoes. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. Tornadoes. Excuse me. Not hurricanes. I would
Yeah,
like
if
to live
we
in Florida,
if
but
we have
when it comes to those
if
hurricanes, no, don't want no
if
part of it.
we have a hurricane, I'm not at home.
Mhm.
I'm somewhere close to the ocean.
Yep. Yeah, I've never experienced monsoons until I moved here to Arizona. I didn't even hear about them until I moved here. We don't have the big bulk trash to pick up till September, so I'm trying to find somebody who'll pick that up and find out what's going on. How much it's gonna cost? Like, oh man, crazy. That's terrible. A piece of our tree ended up in our backyard.
Yeah, you got a smoker?
No, we got a fire pit, so we'll burn it this this winter.
There you go.
Yeah, because we'll sit outside and have a fire pit going and burn up the old wood. Can't have any marshmallows or s'mores, so out of luck there. We'll roast some hot dogs.
Well, just get a bag of marshmallows and get a pen and write sugar free on them.
Yeah, right.
So I guess if it's written on it, it means it is.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Yeah, I'm on the verge of being a diabetic now, so I gotta watch my intake. I gotta start eating different now. Yuck.
Actually, if you buy an electric chainsaw, Roy, like I had it up till a couple of weeks ago. It was a Black and Decker electric chainsaw. That thing was nice, and I hadn't used it in a long time. So, boy was talking about a hedger and trimming some stuff up. I said, "Well, I got this electric chainsaw. You can have it if you want it." So he rushed over to the house right after work and got it. It had an attachment that you could use it as a pole saw too, but it took about 2 or 3 people to hold it up to reach up to cut any limbs off. The sucker was heavy.
Wow.
It is a nice one. And I used it one time since I had it, and there was a stump in the driveway. And I used it to cut that chainsaw, that stump down level with the ground. And I'm telling you what, that thing zipped right through there. And that was actually the only time I used it. I had some limbs that I couldn't reach with, with a saw or anything. And So I thought, well, I need to get a pole saw. I bought one, cut two limbs with it, and put it in the shed, and it sat out there for a couple of years till I needed it again. And when I went out, got it and put it in the house and charged the battery, well, it wouldn't work. I don't know if it's a battery or the charger or what, but it quit working. And a year or so later, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and get another one. And I seen that combo, you either use a pole saw or a regular chainsaw. So I got it. It wasn't cordless, which was fine. I had what I do now. I got 100-foot cord, and that's all I needed. And yeah, it works great. Yeah, I don't know what model it was or anything, but all I know is a Black & Decker electric chainsaw. I've got that. I've got a battery-powered weed whacker and leaf blower. I like both of them. They're really nice. Mine is the other brand from Walmart, Roy. It's, they have two, and mine's the other one that they sell. My weed whacker and leaf blower is what I'm talking about. Like I say, the chainsaw was Black & Decker. All these big name brands, all you're paying for is the name brand on it, because there's alternatives out there work just as good and a whole lot cheaper.
Yes, I agree.
I weed whack probably about 4 foot, one swipe both ways from the steps, and that's all I weed whack. And then I blow the leaves off the front and back deck, and that's all I use it for. It's small and light, and that's what I liked about it.
What are you doing? What ice cream? You don't have ice cream in there.
It's National Chicken Wing Day. And at Applebee's, you buy one, get one free.
No, I have a fan right there, so I can't.
Is today the 29th? Yeah. Today and today only. Apparently, it's online orders only. That's how they get you. Use code WINGDAY24.
Oh, just tearing up the kitchen.
Minute Man. I remember that place.
What place?
Minuteman. It was an Arkansas hamburger joint. It was the only place you could get an actual flame broiled hamburger in Hot Springs. That's why I liked it. It is a lot more expensive than the other hamburger joints, but hey, it was worth it. And they have started. They're wanting to start them up again. I think they got one or two built back, and but they wanted to put one back in Hot Springs, but I don't know if they will.
All right, Roy. Have fun.
All right, Roy. We'll talk at you later. Thank you for coming in. Well, who do we got to talk now? No one was talking but Roy.
I know Roy was the only one that was talking, and I was wondering what everybody did over the weekend, and some of them mentioned a few things, but that was it. Did you mute yourself again?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Yay, it's 2:00. I got another 45 minutes and my husband will be home and I'll be off. Go get my blood work done. Oh. Glad when it's over.
Every year they have a fishing contest $10,000 in prizes, and they have one $1,000 prize. What it is, they take different species of fish and tag them, and then turn them loose in the lakes. And then whoever catches them, they report them, give the tag numbers and stuff, and then they get the money mailed to them. And I believe it was yesterday it ended for the year. There was the big fish was caught, and that person got to claim their prize. But anywhere from $100 up are the prizes. There's 3 lakes that they release, and we got where they breed and raise fish here in Hot Springs, and they'll take different ones and tag them and release them.
Wow.
Lots of people fish. I used to. I wouldn't have any desire to do it anymore. Now that's pretty slick.
What?
Oh boy. Got injured and had to use a wheelchair, and he was in excavating, and rather than losing his job, the owner of the company modified an excavator, had it done to where he can still get in and out of the cab of that excavator, that tracked backhoe. It lowers it. The cab lowers down to the ground to where he can pull up to it and put himself in the cab.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't want to know what I'm sitting here looking at.
Probably not.
Oh wow! Even to me, it looks good. I had to scroll along. No problem, Mr. Roy. I figured
I
figured I'd scroll through Facebook since no one's talking to us. Look at some ideas. There's still 10 people in here. A whopping 10 people.
Wow, everybody left off.
Yeah. I check occasionally, make sure Mr. Dennis isn't streaming.
No, I haven't seen him stream yet. I thought he was coming back, but I guess not.
No, he's not yet. I see Lee streamed 2 hours ago.
Yeah. I was just watching him when Dennis joined you. And then he got off, and then I came on and joined you guys, and then I had to get off and make a phone call, and then I decided to come on stage. Trying to get all these appointments set up.
Yeah, Mr. I'll be back in a second.
Oh yeah. I guess a lot of old canceled shows they're talking about bringing back.
I saw the man that was the lady on Mrs. Brown's Boys. He is going to be starting a new comedy show with a co-host. Kind of curious to catch it.
Yeah.
I guess they were talking about bringing back the show, but some of the actors that was in it were not going to come back, so I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, I was watching Suits when it went to Netflix, and then now all of a sudden they were talking about it coming back and Netflix bring it back. But there's only one actor that didn't come back, and she's married to the prince.
Never have saw that show.
Oh, I love it. There's a lot of people that like that show, Suits.
Hello, anybody out there? I know there's at least 10 people out there. Hello.
I know they're not talking.
I figured you stepped away, Diane, to eat you some breakfast. Becky's still here. Just gets awful quiet and got to check every now and then.
Yeah, everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, it's getting close. It's past my third bedtime.
Yeah. How much time do you got left on this chat?
Oh man. Still got 4.5 hours.
Wow.
I know it ain't going that long.
I got a white truck out in front of my house. I don't like that.
I heard you, Scott.
Well, that tree out front gets all kinds of people wanting to make money.
Oh.
I don't like anybody who pulls out in front of my house.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Robin. How are you? I know you don't, Diane. You still make eggs and bacon and just call it supper. Yeah, you're fast asleep at breakfast time.
Well, Curtis, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go find out what's going on with this truck out front.
All right, Miss Tina, you have a good one and be safe.
You too.
All right.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming on stage with me.
I'm glad I can come on.
Well, like I say, everybody's welcome. Robin, she can get the nursing staff that there where she's at. She can get them all on stage with me. Hey, Mr. John, how are you? I thought I'd greeted you earlier. Doing okay? Well, holler out there, tell them nurses to come in your room and start dancing for us. We'll have the dancing staff. I thought I did, John. My memory's bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. Michelle's still here. Boy, it's getting cool in here now. I don't really notice it until it really, really gets hot. That's usually too late. But I can always look at my oldest cat and know by his how he's laying. If he's flat out on his back, yeah, it's time to turn that air conditioner on. If he doesn't, I don't worry about it. Oh, okay. You know, that's sad. That I've heard that from other people how them rehabs and the convalescent homes, they have problems with that. That's from family members and staff and all that coming in and out, getting it spread through the facility. Ooh. Well, we reached our high. The temperature's going back down. Must be, yeah, it's clouding up outside. You know, we're down to 94. We were up 97. No, you get down. Get down. Still ain't threw my plate with my crust off of my crusty peanut butter toast in the garbage. Been sitting here rambling off. Just a busy day for Miss Becky. Ah, It's good. You busy. Got to stay busy. Let's see here. 87 inside and 94 outside. Weather outside is pretty ducky. Oh, raining. That was one bad thing about cutting all these trees down around the house. It really helped in the summertime to shade it. And once I cut them, they had them cut down. You could tell the difference. The first summer that I had that done, wow, major difference. So I had to do some work on the roof, and we come up with a conclusion what would help with the reflecting of the roof, the sun off the roof, and that's what we did. And 3 years after I had them cut down, I did the roof, and that's what they did. Put a coating on it that reflected the sun, and I could really tell a difference. "91 outside, 66 inside." My inside's nearly as hot as it is for your outside, Diane. And I was comfortable. But of course, the temperatures went down. It was 88 in here. It's gone down to 84, and I'm fine. That's the first sign of being old, right? You're always cold. Eh? You whippersnappers? You a hot lady. That's a good one, Diane. I've got to decide what I'm going to eat for supper. Peanut butter toast ain't doing it. I don't know what's wrong. Well, hey there. How you doing? What is it, Layla? Is that it? Is that what that is, Layla? I'm guessing. Our first YouTube guest for the day. How you doing today? That's awesome. We're doing good here in Arkansas. Just doing a little chatting. Well, Diane, I figure you'll be having some crow. Crow with the ice cream for dessert. That's what we're doing down here. We go out and get some possum or some crow or some raccoon and either bake it or fry it. And make some possum fat gravy. Yeah, buddy. Hell no. What you talking about? Then we'll have some of that deviled crow eggs. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, anybody that's new here, this is just a general chat. Truckers TV, the creator and owner of the page, has asked me to do he calls it a podcast. I don't call it that because I just normally sit up here on stage and blah, blah, blah about anything. And everyone's welcome. You got questions or comments, go ahead and make them. And if you do have comments or questions, just I'll try the best I can to answer them. Well, ain't no need of running off. You can stay here. Okay, gotta go. Well, keep us in mind. Come back anytime. I broadcast on Facebook or YouTube, either one. Truckers Television Live is on Facebook. Right now, I'm broadcasting on, let's see, 6 different pages. So keep us in mind. Thank you for stopping in. You have a great one and be safe out there. Oh, my favorite color is probably brown. If I had to choose one, it would probably be brown. I actually never thought about it. Like I had a car when I was right out of high school, and I had to get it painted. I'd bought it, and it's one of them deals where you had to you buy a junker and fix it up deals. So I took the car to the auto body shop and talked over with what it had to have done, new interior, body work, paint job, all that stuff. And it took me a couple of weeks to decide what color it was because I didn't want a red one. I didn't want a blue. I wanted to keep it as close to factory, but I didn't want it factory. I wanted to, stand out a little bit more than a factory paint job. So I was looking through his colors and I come up with a hickory brown. And that thing just popped. I had him, it was trimmed, outlined in gold paint, and it's all metal flake. And it took him probably nearly a whole year to do this. He had put on a clear coat that made it so clear that it looked like you could go to it on any part of the car and stick your hand in it. It was awesome. It's beautiful. And I kept it for a couple of years and then sold it and bought a truck, a Chevy pickup. And guess what color it was? Brown and tan. Oh, you back. So yeah, my truck was brown and tan. My car was brown and gold. Drove that truck for nearly 20 years. And it finally went down. They didn't want to have to put another motor in it. And dad and mom had a little car, a little Geo Prism that was just sitting here on the property. Wasn't used. They bought it to pull behind the motor home, and they sold the motor home, and it was just sitting here. And so Dad gave me that car to keep me from having to buy another one, which is fine. I didn't have to pay money. I drove that thing till the wheels fell off. That wasn't no cool car, but it got me to where I wanted to, and it was comfortable, had air conditioning, heat in it. That's all that mattered. But I've always liked brown. I've got a white car now. In fact, I got 2 white cars, don't I? One of them's got gray on the bottom of it around the whole car. It's parked in my motor home shed. I let the boy use that car for what was supposed to be a couple of months, it ended up 2 years before I got it back. And he didn't. It turned out he only used it for about a month and ended up with new company truck, and so it's set at his house. And he had two company trucks, my car, and two of his old cars sitting in his driveway and parking lot. I said, son, how do you even get up there to close to the house? He says, it's a challenge. We get it done. So he finally brought it back to the house. It's Truckers TV, Becky. Yeah, it is. Let me put that mouse back up. I keep grabbing it. The page is called Truckers Television Channel on YouTube. That is the name of it. Yeah. How old am I? I'm old as dirt. I'm an old hillbilly. Yeah, I was a hillbilly. Yeah, I don't. We have problem. Facebook doesn't put us out much. We used to get 200 people or better in this chat room, and we had some things happen in the year or so ago, and Facebook doesn't put us out as much anymore. YouTube, when I broadcast this on YouTube, we had so much problem, and I was really the only one that was taking care of it here on stage, and so I didn't want to broadcast on YouTube. And every time Dennis, the creator of all this, he comes in here in his podcast, and he'll open up every page that we can broadcast on. He'll come on stage here and sit and talk for 10 minutes max. He's one of them that he don't want to be on stage. So he'll just he'll make an excuse up. He say, I'll be right back. Well, what was that? 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago he left. And I'm still waiting. Now you sit back there, Diane, and hush up. Diane is a resident instigator on Facebook. She gives me fits, but I give her fits back. I have fun with her. We have a guy, a gentleman that lives up in Maine that comes on here every now and then. He was on my last podcast. His name's Henry. And boy, does Henry and I have some fun. I can tease him, just give him fists, and he'll just turn around and give them back. Oh, there's Tink Tink. What are you doing, Tink Tink? That's what I used to do at work. I had a 500-gallon chemical tank that I had to mix polymer and water solution up in, and I'd tink it. Tink, tink. Well, if it didn't tink anymore, you knew it's full. You go thump, thump, instead of that tink, tink. Oh, just watch me on stage. I know one person was watching the Olympics. I watched a little bit I guess that was the night before. I thought it was last night, but it's the night before. I watched one uh, swimming event, the 100, the 4x100 relay, where the men won. And I guess that's the only thing I've watched of the Olympics. I'm going to try to catch more. Oh, I did watch the. There's a women's professional league softball team, and I got to watch the last inning of it. What do they call that? It's and each week they change their captains of the team, and whoever the captain is for that week, that's the name of their team. It's pretty good. Good. Them gals can flat play some softball. And then I didn't know this. They have a women's baseball team in Japan, and they were playing Taipei yesterday, and I did get to watch that. Now I'm gonna tell you what, them gals. At first I thought it was some kind of mixed league baseball thing. It turns out they was all women. Them gals can flat play the ball. They could play against the professionals, men's baseball team. I guarantee you that. Uh, Rugby come on a couple of days ago, professional, and Seattle Sea Wolves is what they're called, was playing another team, and I was going to sit there and watch it, but I didn't. I lost interest before they even started. There's some when it comes to sports, if I catch it early and they have all the commentators on there and they're talking about this or that, I lose interest in it, so I just turn the channel. And that's what they were doing with that game, and so I didn't watch it. If I'd have turned it back after all of that mess was over with, I'd have probably sat there and watched it for a while, but I didn't. I actually forgot it was being played, because I do like rugby. That's probably the one. I like it better than I do soccer or the regular football here in the United States or Canada or wherever, European league. I do like rugby. And nowadays, most of the colleges, I'm not most of them, but a lot of colleges have rugby teams, and they do have, they do have collegiate championships. Unfortunately, I've never watched them. There goes the brother firing up his work truck. He's fixing to pull out. I sat here and watch him pull out of his parking spot here at the house and think one of these days you'll be able to retire. He's older than I am. He's still working. I keep telling him you need to retire while you can, because if you work another 2 or 3 years, something may happen to where you can't enjoy life afterwards. But he's making too much money. He don't want to give it up. Which I understand, they don't get vested at the state highway department till 10 years. So he's working for 10 years to get 100%. When he does, oh my gosh, he gonna be rolling in the dough, making that money. He's the big Harley man. He got a big old Harley. He ain't rode it here lately. Since he's been put on night shift, all he does is come home and go to sleep. I called him today, and I forget he's working nights, and so when I see his truck at home, I don't think about it. I just you would think, duh, he's worked, he's home, now he's asleep, right? I don't think that. If I see his truck, I think he's awake. So I called him, and it rang 3 times, and I said, crap, he's asleep. And so I hung it up real quick. So earlier he called me while I was broadcasting, and that's where I went and I talked to him. But that's kind of the deal. Both his boys, him and myself, we live on the same property, different houses, don't get me wrong. But we got some property here. I live in the back. I'm the overseer of all of it, apparently, because I'm in the back in the woods. And my boy don't live on property. He's as a crow flies, he's probably 3 to 5 minutes from me. He bought his own house and own property, and that's where he's at, him and his wife and kids. I would love for him to be on our property, but he didn't. He wanted as far away from the other two knotheads that live on the hillside, my nephews. He didn't want to be this close to them. So he sought a home elsewhere. Yeah, old Henry's mellowed that out, hadn't he? What is today? It's Monday. I know he's awake. I seen him on somebody's stream this morning. So I know he's around and about. He may be here now and hiding. I don't know. Who knows? You know how Henry is. Henry Diver, get your butt on stage. I know you're here. Is it Yeah. Oh, he is. He's always trying to find him a hot dog with lobster and sauerkraut on it. Yeah, he eating them hot dogs with sauerkraut and lobster on them. Is it lobster? Sauerkraut. Old Henry. See, I can call him old. I found out how old he was. He told on himself. I thought he was younger than he was. He will be 59. It may be today. If it's not today or yesterday, it's the next day or two. Yeah, he's fixing to push the button, isn't he? If he hadn't already, he'll be 59. He's right there at that button pushing age. He's a pup. I'll never call that old man a pup. See, I'm trying to lure him out. That's the way Henry is. He'll be watching and he won't say nothing or make any comments. He'll just sit back in the back and hide till we start talking about him, and he makes it look like he just comes on. Yeah, Henry, I know how you play. I know you, Henry. If you're not, you're asleep. He works 2 days a week. So it takes him all week to rest up for them 2 days. Yeah, 2 days of work and 5 days to recover. That's our Henry. I see Dennis is doing some advertising on his pages. Hey, big boy, where you at? I'm going to tell you what, these shots give me gas worse than anything in the world. I'm not kidding you. I'm the gassiest person. No, I belch. I'm going to say he is. Even though he's only 59, he's still going to be there. You know, what was that? All that card. They want you to join it, be a member of it. Not NA, Narcotics Anonymous, or Alcoholics Anonymous. It's something else. Geriatric group. Do you know something? There it is. AARP. They were sending me them before I was even 50 years old. Apparently, they got pictures of me and thought I met the criteria. Or I was referred by somebody. Because I was receiving them when I was 48 years old. Now, when I'd go to KFC, there used to be a KFC out here up the road from me, and I would go there and eat. When I'd get up to the cashier and make my order, they'd always ask me if I wanted to use my senior citizen discount. I said, "Well, yes, ma'am," and I wasn't even 50 years old yet. I ain't gonna pass that discount up. So I'd always ask, "Do y'all give senior citizen discounts?" Yes, we do. Popeyes is another one that gave me discounts. Ain't like they're losing money, right? And some places you're not considered a senior citizen till like you're 65. I'd stay away from them places. We don't have a KFC out here anymore. We don't have a KFC on my side of town. We got a Popeyes, which is fine. I like Popeyes chicken better. I do like Popeye's potatoes too. That giblet gravy they got, that's pretty good stuff. Says she's not old. Well, you know, my ex-wife, she looked young. She literally looked young. She had beautiful skin, and she just she looked young. And she was. I robbed a cradle. She was 7 years younger than me. But she would get so many compliments on how young she looked, and it'd make her mad. And I would have to calm her down in the car and say, "Look, that's a compliment. That's not an insult." And so it took her a while, but she finally started accepting them as compliments. But yeah, she looked a lot younger than her age. She was a beautiful lady. I ain't kidding you. Everyone asked, "What the hell you got on her? What's she doing with you?" I said, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Oh, are you, Scott? Let's see. I married my cousin my first marriage. Yeah, I met her at a family reunion. That only lasted 6 or 7 years. I don't remember. Been so long ago. Had to go out of state to find this last one. Ah, bull baloney, Robert. You look 32. Hey, I'm not lying, Diane. She is my cousin by marriage. I used to run with her husband at that time. He was my cousin. We were running buddies in high school. I would, and then when we graduated, my days off, I would go to his house. He worked for his dad. His dad was a clock repairman. He had sold new and repaired used clocks. And so I'd go down there and on my days off, and I'd just hang around there and work on clocks with him. I learned how to do that. And so it'd give me something to do. He didn't pay me. I didn't want money. It's just, I'm sitting there watching. I might be doing something kind of deal, right? So I knew him. My junior year and senior year, his wife, my ex-wife, this is her second husband and me. When we was in school, she had a best friend, and she hooked me up with her. And boy, she was a sweetheart and a half. And so I knew him. And yes, I seen him at family reunions. So I raised my cousin's kids with his ex-wife and my wife for 6 or 7 years. All I was doing is trying to keep it in the family. She'd have married some kind of some kind of hoodlum or hillbilly redneck. So I was trying to keep the bloodline pure. Hey, it sounded good, did it not? Because when we divorced, she married a drug dealer. Yeah, go figure that one out. But she swore to me that my son was not around it when all that was happening. I says, well, I can't prove it. But yes, he was a drug dealer and supposedly not doing it when she would see my son. Of course, it took. She ended up when we first got divorced. She ended up leaving her 2 kids with her mom, and I got custody of my son. And she didn't see my son for over 2 years. I was the one that have to hold him and cuddle him and try to calm him from crying because all he'd do is I want to go to see mama and what am I supposed to say? She don't want to see you. No, I'm not going to do that. I made excuses for her. I did take him to his grandmother, her mother, every other weekend, so he would grow up knowing his family on that side. So he got to see his grandma and grandpa and all of that stuff because you know she wasn't there. She was raped. She was assaulted. Just all kinds of stuff dealing with drugs. But that happens. People get on that path, and for a woman, it's a bad deal for a woman to get on that path because I just told you what happens, and it's not right. But we cannot tell somebody what they can and can't do. We all have rights. All right, I'm back. I had to clean my little table so Mr. Benedict can jump up here and lay beside me. He been just eyeing me, trying to get up on this table for an hour and a half now. But I've been talking to brother for a couple of years now about it. I would love to go back to Branson. That's one of my favorite places to be and spend a week there. And not be rushed to do anything. If we want to go see something, we'll do it. If not, we'll just hang around the motel. Just spend time together. And I told him I'll pay for it. That's no problem. You just drive us there, and I'll take care of everything else. And we talked about it, and we was about on board about doing it. And lo and behold, he comes up. He wants a new home instead. Go figure that one. So he buys this mobile home instead. But anyway, I would love to go up there one more time and just spend a week up there. Not a whole week, just like 5 days. We'll get the nastiest motel there that we can get a hold of. One of them, not one that you pay by the hour, but one a step above that. You get that. That way we can watch shows every night, live shows. In other words, cops pulling in there and taking care of business, that kind of show. Because I like cops and on patrol live. That's cool stuff. So why leave the house when you can just go on vacation and get a motel that you see it live in person? That's what I'm thinking. And some of the motels up there, they're located right next to some pretty good restaurants, so you wouldn't have to drive. You could just walk to them. Yeah, you heard me right. I said walk. I'm sure there'll be some kind of bench in between to sit down and rest. But that's what I looked towards doing. We took a motorcycle trip up there, Dad and a couple of buddies and my ex, and we stayed 3 or 4 nights there. And we got this real nice motel, and I got a really good deal on it because it was, a group, and we all had rooms next door to each other, and they all paid me, and I just paid for everything myself. And we had a really good time. We'd take the chair out of the motel and set it there in front of the building. It was kind of like a strip mall. The rooms were right next to each other, and the sidewalk, the parking lot's right there. And so we just take the chairs from outside in front of the motel, the door, and we'd all gather up there and just sit out there hoot and holler. They had a band every night playing there outside. It was just really nice, and it wasn't that expensive either. I got a really good deal on it. Yeah, not neither one of us are military, unless you consider Truckers TV as a military, because I'm active service in Truckers TV. I served 12 years in school. Does that count? No, that's more like prison, so that won't count. Some of the stupid ass things I say. I I don't know. It's just there's bus benches out on the sidewalks and stuff. Or you could just get in your car and drive somewhere and sit in a parking lot right there on the strip. There is things that I would like to go and like shopping. There's some souvenir stores. I don't know. They may not be there. I don't know. It's been before 2010 since I've been there. It's like, what was it, 2008? Last time I was there, 2007. So, in Branson, it don't take them long to build new buildings and new business. I mean, you snap your finger, there's a new shop or theater or whatever there. And so it's been since then since I've been there. Yeah, but I just like to people watch. That's what I do. I sit and watch. But that's one thing I want to do. That's on my bucket list. About the only thing left that I want to do in my lifetime. I did say at one time I would like to go back to Memphis one time, but the more I think about that, no, I'm not going back to Memphis. That's over with. And Tunica, Robertsonville, whatever you want to call it, I would like to go there one more time, not to gamble or anything, just to stay in a motel room for a couple of days and take advantage of buffets. That's what I like doing. There for many years, I would get comps and really good rates on rooms there at the casino motels, and that's why I'd go. We'd go to Memphis, but I would get a room in Tunica or Robertsonville, like say whatever you call it, because I was getting a room for nearly nothing. Do you make it back?
I'm still sitting here.
They haven't.
They just started loading me now, but that's okay. My 1400 appointment, it's already 5. So that's detention, bad boy. That's $40 an hour.
Well, you take that all day.
Hell yeah. Plus, I ain't gonna be there until 5 in the morning anyway. So it's only 4 hours away. So
Okay, you
I'll
got that. No
probably,
problem.
yeah, I got about 9.5, 10 hours on my clock. Probably a little less than that. So I've been sitting there all day, so
Yeah.
I got enough time to get there. I got to deliver at 5 in the morning. So I guess the traffic will die down and I'll hit this thing about 7, maybe 6 or 7. So, yeah, boy. I just got a load. I've been looking for loads out of Miami. There ain't shit. There's nothing out of Miami going north. And it's like cheap as hell, man. I don't know how people are doing this. It's like $1.27 a mile.
I don't know anything about Florida. Do they have any kind of?
They got a lot of export. It's just, man.
I didn't know. I wouldn't have thought that. You know, being Florida and more a tourist state.
Everything's going there. Everything is going down in there, but nothing's coming out.
Right.
Florida is definitely a elbow or an armpit of America. So is Denver, Colorado. Everything goes into Denver, but nothing comes out.
Yeah, you always have to get a load close to Denver.
Yeah, or either that, or I just dead head back to Springfield and pick up, or Walker to pick up another load to go back out. Sometimes it's more cost effective to do that than try to mess around with a load.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm cooking my chicken. I finally broke out the little ninja thing again, and I figured I'm gonna sit here for dinner. I'm gonna cook me some ebonami, whatever the hell the green peas things are. Ebonami.
What in the world is that?
Ebonami, or whatever they call them. They're like little green things.
Oh, are they like green beans?
Yeah, they're like green beans. You just steam them up real quick.
I seen that on Walmart.
Ebonami. I can't even pronounce it. It's a Japanese dish, but then I'll do some rice and some baked chicken. About 3 or 4 baked chickens in the little ninja oven thing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Baked chicken, some rice, and some ibidamini. What the fuck you call it? What's up with you?
I'm just sitting here chatting still. We had 2 people come on YouTube that spoke to us.
Oh, yeah.
One of them was a new person, Layla Likens.
Oh, right on.
And then Tink Tink was on here. I don't know if they still are or not.
Oh, Tink Tink? Yeah. On YouTube side.
Yeah, they were the only ones that said anything. I don't know. You didn't have it broadcasting on there for a while. I went and looked and turned it on.
Oh, Tink Tink's still there. He's still there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have to go through and manually turn them all on.
That's usually what I do when you turn them all on. I'll have to physically myself go in there and make them go live.
Did you make them go live?
Yeah, they're all broadcasting.
Oh, okay. Right on. No, I'm just chilling, man. Just doing my thing. So I got a load going down in Miami and a load going back out of Miami. I had to suck it up. I got one for $1,300. Not really good, but it's coming out of it's going to Jackson, Missouri. So I'll drop that off and then I'll pick up another load and go back out to Pennsylvania.
Well, that'll pay for your fuel for one of
Yeah.
your trips.
Well, at least something. At least I'm not deadheading out of there and it's straight out of
Right.
Miami. So actually, it's out of Lakeland. So I'll deadhead from Miami to Lakeland on Friday. So
Yeah.
get me back into this area. Other than that, not too bad. I mean, it's hit or miss on these other broker loads. So,
Mhm.
Mr. G, I'm finally signed up for he's he. If you guys didn't know, Mr. G is now a dispatcher. He's basically a broker dispatcher slash
Oh, is he?
for Bennett Transportation. Yeah, so Bennett. So he's a stay home broker slash dispatcher, give you loads kind of deal. So I just signed up for Bennett, and we're qualified to haul loads for Bennett Transportation
That's
now.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'll be hitting him up for some loads. Maybe he'll give me some good deals.
Yeah.
So
That's a good option right there.
well, he's learning, and once he gets good at it, I mean, it's another side of our house that I think all of us should learn at any given time is how to become brokers or slash dispatchers. So that if you ever, it goes hand in hand with owning your own company. So if
Yeah.
I were to be a dispatcher or a broker, which I want to, obviously I want to broker and dispatch my own people. So that's something that I think, eventually I'll get into so I can get myself off the truck and then stay at the house and
Yeah.
then run the trucks. But right now it's more economical for me to get out here and, bust these loads out and pull that revenue in because I'm not paying myself. I'm just paying the company back.
Right.
So it that $8,000 a month that I'm paying a driver, literally paying a driver a salary, I'm putting that $8,000 a month back into the business.
Right.
So our drivers are averaging about 3,200 miles a week. So they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely keeping them busy. I mean, all the way
Well,
up to their full 70s.
the two customers that you have, them are good gigs.
Yeah, they are.
And the one that you've been with the longest, he's limited. Okay, this one you got last, he's limited too. So you have to have more options on the table to get your loads. If they don't have something one week, then you need to find somebody that's going to work with you personally.
Yeah.
To get you loads to and from each delivery.
Well, that's why I tapped into Mr. G. So
Right.
hopefully
Yeah.
he can, shout out some loads and say, hey, I got this available. Like he said, he already had something from Indiana to I don't know where it was, but somewhere, or Illinois to somewhere. And I was like, well, I'm already headed down south. Excuse me. He didn't have anything from Miami, so I had to look on the other load boards, which I grabbed something. TQL was way low. They were just pennies on the dollar. I mean, just everybody's just, and you know what their excuse is? Well, that's Florida. I'm like, that's some bullshit, man.
That's
Well, you know
cop
what?
out.
Well, then I'm not going to bring anything to Florida then, It's like, come
That's
on.
right. It's not worth it to you.
But you know what's crap? You know what's really messed up is that when you get to Florida and you bounce around within the walls of Florida, the peninsula, you can get $3 to $4 loads, but they're like 10 miles up the road or 15 miles up the road. They're nothing
Yeah.
crazy, but you're getting almost $11. I've seen $11 a mile but it's about 5
Wow.
hours of work, and it takes you all day just to get the load done. It's not
Yeah.
worth it. You know,
No.
you can bounce around Florida all day long with all kinds of loads, but you can't get anything out of there. You got to go
You
all the way
need,
up to Georgia or Jacksonville
yeah.
from the south. So it kind of sucks, you know?
That's where you could get a box truck and have it stationed down there in Florida and work a box truck
Yeah, I'm
interstate.
not. I got to make sure that we can get, you know, leveled off real quick and get myself in a good position. I'm not expanding anymore. Whatever trucks I got now, I'm going to put drivers in it. If I can hold those drivers, that's fine, but I'm not getting any bigger.
So
Um,
don't come on here in a month or two and say, "Hey, I'm getting my next truck."
No, I'm not. You guys, I put the rings on that. I'm not doing that. I gotta make what I have now work.
That's right.
Uh,
Concentrate on what you got.
yep. And then we'll go from there. We'll reassess in the next year. So I grew
I,
very fast. I think too fast a little bit. So
I believe so too, sir.
yeah.
I seen a international really nice truck. I don't know what model it was. They wanted $18,000 for it. And I thought, oh my God, don't let Dennis see this.
No, that's not
Don't
my standard, man. I'm a $20,000 truck guy, and I'm not at 18,000. That's below my standard. You know what I'm saying?
well,
I gotta keep a reputation here. $20,000 trucks to make it in
don't
my
get me
business. You know?
wrong. The cab was beautiful. The inside was well taken care of.
It's
It had
probably something wrong with the engine.
500 something thousand miles on it. The frame on the back end, it looks like it was used as some kind of construction out in the field somewhere being used because the frame looked horrible.
Yeah.
It would have needed to be sanded down and repainted to make it look halfway decent.
Yeah.
But $18,000, you could drive it out the gate. I don't know how far from the gate it'd get.
Right. No, I'm good. I'm good with the trucks I got. So I had to put. It's crazy. I have to put all new 8 batteries in the Black Pearl. 8 new batteries because all the
It holds
batteries.
8 batteries.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's 4 in the back and 4 in the front. But
Okay.
8 batteries at 100 and I don't know, it's $120 a pop, just to be able to keep that truck going. Because the batteries, I guess, were just going out. I mean, they were just going out.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm still trying to find out what's wrong with the Freightliner. There's some issues with the DEF. I'm not sure if some contaminant got inside the tanks or not. I'm still trying to investigate that. So we'll
I
see.
had to take my Freightliner to dealership in Little Rock because it was throwing a check engine light with a DEF,
And then
and
derated you, right?
it had to, yeah, it wouldn't regen.
Mm-hmm.
They had to take the head off and had something to do with the head. It didn't replace anything. It some either the exhaust or something right there at the head, but it was throwing the check engine light and it wouldn't regen. You couldn't manually regen it or nothing.
Well, ours, it derated. It said dirty def code and derated. So it won't go more than 5 miles an hour. That's just a safety thing, I guess.
That's what
And
mine did it to last.
yeah, so we just got to figure out where that's coming from, what code it's throwing once they run the computer diagnostics, and then they pinpoint what it is. And then if it's a sensor, then they'll change out the sensors. Sensors usually go out first,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like major components. But once the Freightliner's back going, then I think I'm going to try to hire somebody to do Amazon exclusively, just bounce around with the tractor.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and see if they can do, Republic to Arkansas back up to Missouri, Oklahoma, Dallas, just in the general area of all, just keep busy with Amazon.
They
So I
built
think that
they're either building it or it's already built. A Amazon DC in Benton,
Oh, okay.
so there will be another option right there.
Every major city has at least a couple
Yeah.
different type of Amazon buildings. That's what they're doing. They're doing, they're doing that spider networking of directions. So you definitely can make money, but it's a little bit more trickier with Amazon that you have to get them at the right moments when they average, because their algorithm increases their amounts after a
Mhm.
certain period of time. So they'll put a load on the board for a week out, and then once it gets closer to the time of the pickup, they start ramping up the price. And by the time nobody picks it up, they'll push it another day because it's all in-house deliveries, right? So
Gotcha.
they'll push it another day, or they'll spike it up real quick if they really got to move that product, and
Just
then
to
it'll
get it
be,
out of the warehouse.
yeah. So you'll see things shoot from $1.34 up to $2.85, sometimes $3. So when you snag those, then you're great. You're good to go. But
Yeah.
then again, Amazon has 2-person or 1-person loads. They don't like to do long distances with just one person. They like to get it fast. So
Right.
like the long over 2,000 miles, it's definitely a 2-person job. You got to have doubles. They have sometimes 1-person 1,000 miles, but usually it's these quick little hops that they'll give the 1-person drivers. What's up, Becky Johnson?
Okay. Yeah. Read her comment.
Check the screen that go in the manifold.
Yeah. That might have been what was mine. Mine, didn't even have 2,000 miles on it when they had it do mine.
Yeah, check the screen that go into the manifold. Yeah, it's probably something like that. I don't know. So I got my mechanics on it right there at the where the truck is dead at. So they're working on it. Once they get it back up to speed, then we'll have somebody in that one.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, 3 trucks are running now. That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah.
3 trucks and 7 trailers.
Any possible leads on a driver?
There's one possible lead, but I'm waiting to see the person that they're driving for has been dicking them around as far as loads.
Mhm.
And I can imagine that because loads are there's a lot of people sitting because the companies don't want to take the $1.30 friggin' loads. All these 1 to 20 trucking companies, they don't want those loads. So they'll have their drivers sit until they can find something that's worth their time and effort.
Yeah.
So you have a driver that will sit for days at a time.
And they don't get
back-to-back
paid to do
34.
that, do they?
No, they don't. They don't get paid to do that. So if you don't have any loads, you can't keep that driver going. They're going to be discouraged and say, well, you know what, kick rocks. I'm going to go find somebody else that can employ me. And then,
Right.
that's why I think I won't have a problem getting people, running because I know they can.
Mhm. Hey, Mr. Michael, how you doing today?
Well, that chicken smell good. Yummy.
I guess I sat here long enough that I filled up finally. My peanut butter toast kicked in.
Oh, yeah?
I'm back to the point of food sounds yucky.
That Ozempic.
Yes, sir. And then some, I had a problem with appetites before I started doing it. It just made matters worse.
I think if I eat these green peas or no, oh, you know what they're called? They're not green peas. They're shit. What is those? What are those things I talked about?
Snot.
Soybeans. They're soybeans.
Soybeans?
Yeah, they're little green soybeans.
Wow.
Pods. Little pods.
Well, they do look like a green
Ebonami.
bean.
Ebonami, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Ebonami. Fuck, I don't
My
know.
Walmart here has several different styles of that stuff. I didn't know what it was, so I didn't put it in my shopping cart.
All you gotta do is just put it in the microwave for a few minutes and steam it.
Hey, I bought these green beans and corn. It's in individual cups. You just put it in the microwave for 10 seconds and they're ready.
Yeah.
I don't have to open up a full can for vegetables.
My secret admirer keeps calling me.
Oh.
He keeps calling me. He just wants me to talk. Hey. You want to talk to me that bad? These things right here.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
I think they're like a soybean. They're frozen right now, but I gotta heat them up.
Set on them for a while.
What do you mean sit on them?
Put them under your ass and set on them to warm them up.
Green beans are bad for you, Curtis? What are green beans bad for?
How are they bad, Patty?
How are
More,
green beans bad?
I eat more green beans than I do anything.
Well, I tell you what, these little rice things right here, 90-second rice, pretty good. It has 0 sugars. It's 0 sugars. 240 calories, though. The entire pack is 420 calories, which that's my calories I need for intake. But roasted chicken, it tastes just like herb rice. I mean, it's basically herb rice. You stick it in the microwave for a minute. Pretty cool.
That's why, because she don't like green beans. That's why I'm not supposed to eat them.
Oh, is she not a green bean, baby?
She's not. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm just chilling in my bed, man.
I'm not supposed to eat rice, sir.
What's up, Sue? Is that old Casper in the background there? Oh, Casper. I had a dream last night. Casper was calling out to me. Put a driver in me, please. I'm just sitting here in the fucking yard.
Oh, I just figured out what you was talking about. Yeah, that's Casper.
Yeah, I've done it. Sits on them. They come out like chickpeas. Wait a minute. Why? Why would they come out with chickpeas? Chickpeas are good for you. They're very healthy. Oh, shit.
I don't care for sweet peas and green peas, all of that.
No, I don't like peas either. I like me some broccoli now. Some
No, I love
asparagus, broccoli.
I got freezer full of broccoli and cauliflower, and that's about it.
Dennis, why do I have to turn on my connection with you every day? I don't even know what to talk about. I have no clue.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
I have no idea what you trying to say, Steve.
I do like lima beans.
Why do you like this brown color? I can't stand that brown color.
I like brown.
It looks like Dookie.
Dude, what did I do for 30 years?
Dookie. You say Dookie.
After a while, it grows on you, you know, literally mentally and physically.
What was that? Your mama said give stars. Your mama said give stars to these guys. They're working hard for that penny. Fuck yeah, we are. Fuck yeah, we are. 2 gets your streams I have to turn my 9 all the time. I still don't understand what the hell you're saying.
Wow. To get to your streams, I have to turn
my 9
all
all
the
the time.
time. What the hell's a 9?
Thank you for the stars, Robert.
Oh, did I miss
Notifications
it?
for-
I missed it, I guess, Robert. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know, Soup. I don't know why. I'm not Facebook, so I can't give you an answer. I have no clue why something works and why it doesn't. I just don't know.
He's just a gigolo. He don't know.
I've had people ask me why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? I'm like, I have no clue, guys. I don't control Facebook. More than I think I ever want to. Probably a headache and a half.
I watched that reel you had of the grandbaby. That's cute as can be.
Man, he's such a little crawler. Oh my goodness, he's just like doom. Once he figured out that he can get from point A to point B, he's like, I'm on it. So cute.
It's hard to believe he's already crawling.
Yeah. He's a year and I don't know how many months, but a year or something.
Has it been a year already?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's been almost 4 or 5 years with Trucker TV. What the hell are you talking about?
I know that, but he was
My
just
God.
born the other day.
He wasn't born just the other day.
I remember when you was there. I just remember that. It was just the other day.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's growing. Boy, he's getting big, too. I know it won't be long before he's walking. And then asking Grandpa for a couple bucks. Go, Grandpa.
Take me down to the liquor store, Paul.
Why the liquor store? Jeez. Licorice store?
There's old Lee. What's Lee doing?
Hey, Lee. What's a crack-a-lacking, brother?
Why don't you come on stage, Lee, and straighten Dennis out? He needs all the straightening he can get.
What the hell? Come to say hi. Well, hello. Hello.
Yeah, man, let's get high.
The fuck? Kid want to ride in that truck. Yep. Maybe. I know.
He'll want to get on that Harley's. What do you want?
I know the granddaughter likes to jump up in the truck. She's always up and in there whenever I'm doing something, tinkering on it at the house. Grandpa, I want to get in. She'll run up in there. Kind of cool, you know, being a grandpa.
Yeah, it is. My grandbaby's 4 years old, turned 4 last month.
There you go. Damon. Love Damon. Yeah, I'm going to be mad because now they're loading me, right? I put my chicken in to cook it. And right when you're unloaded, you're loaded. And I'm going to be like, I got to eat my dinner now. God damn it.
Just move your truck away from the dock and eat.
Yeah, I'm going to eat before I go. I'm sitting here starving.
Looks like you're about to go to sleep.
I was sleeping all goddamn day. Slept for 5 hours. I'm sleeping all goddamn day. One thing about getting these loads and not have, picking up your customers' loads is that you be sleeping all damn day. This is my pillow face. This is what you wake up to in the morning next to me.
That looks like it's more of a constipation look.
You ever wonder what people look like at a pillow? That's what looking like waking up to me looks like. Anyway, look, go ahead. Turn my camera off. I'm embarrassed. Looking
I
like
ju-
Dookie right now.
I jump up and run's what I do.
I don't think everybody knows we can have up to 10 people up in here talking.
I've
Come
tried to get
on.
people up.
I know what I don't know what the deal. I guess they're afraid of their secret admirer calling them too. This little shit for brains is calling everybody or trying to find their phone numbers to harass them. He called me like 6 times today already. Every time I pick up, I'm like, hello. 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 Nothing. No answer. I posted some. I think they're watching my Truckers TV transportation page because as soon as I posted something, they give me a call again. Or they know I'm on live. They'll call. Time to burn some rubber. Yeah, I'm trying. Sitting here all day, bro. Now I'm smelling this chicken. It's got me all hungry and shit.
Last time I burned rubber was when I was dating.
Oh. I don't know. Have you posted the link?
It's been there on the television channel.
Oh, okay. There's all the channels.
That's where everybody's at. It's the television channel.
Oh, is that what it shows?
We got more on YouTube than we do on any of the other pages other than television.
How many people got on YouTube?
3.
Oh, 3. Magical 3.
I know Tink Tink is. They're still here. Other 2, you can guess probably who they are.
Who?
Well, we've had a couple problems with one of them.
He's probably over there watching. And the other one, too.
Yeah, I was racing Becky.
Tink Tink said, me myself. Where are you from, Tink Tink? Where are you from? Was that a race car in your picture? Where are you from, Tink Tink? Tank Tank. Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah, my nephew lives in Alabama. Birmingham. His name is Marcus.
We got a few viewers that's in Alabama.
Yeah, Robert's over there. I don't think the Facebook people can see any of the comments of the YouTube
They
when they
can.
pop up on them. No, they cannot. So
Robert's over on YouTube. He answered the question, who's watching?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Kenny's pissed off at me again
What happened now?
because I won't answer any of his phone calls or messages.
What the hell does he want?
I don't know. I just told you I don't answer him.
No. I hope it's not Kenny prank calling me.
I don't know.
My chicken's almost done. My chicken's almost done. No, I'm doing my rice.
Now you got to be on the page that each you're on, they're on to see their comments. See,
Yeah. You gotta be cool to stay in school. They're gonna kick me out of here right in the rush hour. Watch. I'm gonna be stuck for hours in traffic.
oh, that
Son of a
was Lee
bitch.
that said that. I'm sorry, Lee. You and Sue look alike.
Are you going to live tonight? Yeah, I'm gonna go live because I'm going through Chicago, so that's a pain in the ass. I'll let you guys endure that with me.
Uh, yeah, I noticed you moved up an hour earlier, Lee. I have to watch your morning shows on a rewatch, and then I try to catch your going home videos live. Hey, there's damn it, Bob.
Bob Foley, damn it! You used to drive a limo in Chicago? Well, goddamn. I had chicken, and it must have been what?
Anorexic.
I must have been anorexic, hardly no meat. Oh, anorexic chicken.
Hey, if I've ordered chicken from Walmart twice now out of the hot deli.
Yeah.
If you go online and do your shopping and you go into like pickup or home delivery and rotisserie chicken on the list, it gives
Yeah.
you options. You can get the hot chicken if it's in stock, and they'll deliver it now. But the first time I got the jumbo chicken wings, and I swear they were pigeon wings because they're so small. And this last week I got the 8-piece chicken, and it was so hard. It was so overcooked. You had to peel the skin off to get to the chicken. So I've got half a chicken in the fridge I got to throw away. So I won't be ordering chicken from there no more.
No more chicken for you, buddy,
No.
buddy. Oh yeah, I bought a whole bunch of white rice too. Should have ate that. Damn it.
See, I love rice. I love it.
Well, you
But
can
I
have
can't.
rice.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
The diabetic rule is if it's white, it's not right.
When it's black, you never go back.
So white bread, white rice, pasta, rice.
So you can eat
No.
brown rice.
Yeah, I can, but I don't like brown rice. The brown rice doesn't taste good with butter and sugar in it.
Well, that's why, God dang it.
Hey, that's the only reason why I want to eat white rice is because I put a half a cup of sugar in a bowl and a pound of butter.
You damn Midwesterns or Midwestern people. Got to get that butter and that sugar up in there, man.
I'm mid-central, not western. Don't insult me like that.
Definitely mid something.
I'm middle-aged. But yeah, I like rice, and I do occasionally because they do have the little cups, right? You put a little water, put it in the microwave, and then it's done.
Yeah.
And so I'll eat a half a cup of rice every now and then. But like going to Chinese, and eating Chinese, I don't do it no more.
What? This definitely cooked really well in this machino. I got it.
My,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm fine. Great. I was going to say something to Sue on her comment. My mom always put milk in our rice when we was little kids, and I don't do it. Oh, looky there!
Isn't that good?
That looks pretty good.
Woo, that's a hot. Oh, it's good. I'm eating now. That's pretty good, man. The chicken's a little rubbery, but it's all right.
Hi, you done been here once. If you quit running off, no, you've been here twice. You keep
Chill.
running off. See, she'll do that to me. She'll come on for a second, then she'll go somewhere else. A few hours later, she'll come back.
Well, she manages a couple pages. I don't know what pages she manages, but manages some of them.
I figure you have, Diane. You're always coming and going. Oh, 150,000 square miles. Wow.
That's crazy.
I seen where California's fire. I thought they were going to have rain to help with it. It was either yesterday or today.
That's just crazy, man. I feel bad. Well, I do feel bad for the guy because he's going to definitely have to pay for that. Well, not pay, but he's going to have to do some jail time.
Yeah. You didn't do nothing, Michelle. I was just saying you've been in 2 or 3 times.
He didn't do none. The chicken, not too bad.
Besides being rubbery.
No, that's all right. Got protein. That's all it needs. Here comes everybody. 25 people in here.
Yeah, got 17 on the television channel in. Still holding 3 in the YouTube and 3 in the My Trucking Company page.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty happy. All the pages are doing really well right now. We're definitely up there on our views.
Oh, Kenny Wallace. He is a hoot.
Who?
Kenny Wallace. Former NASCAR driver.
Oh.
Him and his brother Rusty drove in NASCAR and Busch Series and all that. He's doing dirt track racing now. He's a clown. I follow him on Facebook, and he's always posting something.
There you go.
How did that 50 singles page get put on my page?
What?
50 singles page. Am
Well,
I
like
looking
me.
for a woman? I couldn't handle a woman. What? Add me to chat with you now?
Guess what I thought? Right in the middle of eating, I got a green light. God damn it. I knew that was going to happen. I told you. Now I'm trying to eat my goddamn dinner down my throat. Dumb bitch.
Is there trucks waiting there?
Nah.
I wouldn't worry about it then.
Well, I'll talk to you later, Bubba.
All right. Enjoy your meal.
Yep. I'll be chatting here. Or I'll be, oh, look at this one.
Yeah,
Eater.
that's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh. Skylar.
We ain't gonna
Tell
do
you what.
that.
You give me $100. Oh, you blocked her. Never mind. I'll tell you what, if you guys fall for that shit, you deserve it.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
If you fall for that shit, you deserve it. They take you for every penny you got, you deserved it.
They got a young lady with a beautiful picture, and they're hitting on us old men. You know that ain't right. So that's your first clue. If you
Well,
think
like the
that's going to
obvious one.
happen to you old men, you get what you deserve. That's all I can say.
I mean, I got confidence. I got confidence in myself, but damn.
When they asked you to friend you or add you to chat, they want to chat, that's your first indication. Hey, don't mess with them. Just ignore them. Hey, I'd go for some sugar drops right now.
Some sugar drop love. I'm about to stay on this chat and go live at the same time.
Make sure you mute one.
Why do I got mute?
Because we'll get an echo in here.
Oh. No, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I don't want that. Look at Casper. Look at her or he. Look at him.
Look at him. Isn't he purdy? You know, them internationals grow on you, especially with the sleepers on them and stuff. They really look good. You know that classic that they got, that international?
Yeah.
Them are beautiful. I love them trucks.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I love them trucks. Let's see here. Where is that from? New York. Engine 23 from New York. Fire truck at a fire station. An old picture. Let's see. Boy, he's noisy. He's making my ear tickle, making the hair in my ear.
Oh, me?
Yeah, making my ears itch.
Sorry.
That's all right. First time in years my ears have been tickled. I want to go do that so I can do this, so I can get up to do some of that thing else. Well, Lee, thank you for coming on here tonight. I appreciate it. You have a great evening, and we'll talk at you later. Miss Elizabeth, you have a good evening yourself. Have a safe day tomorrow. My computer was on so long yesterday that when you went live yesterday evening on your main page, Dennis V. Adams Jr., the star button was gone. So I thought, damn, did he get in trouble already? And then I reloaded the page, and then there it was. It came
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Right, Scott. Now let's keep it down here. Keep it down here. That looks better. Yeah. Lee said Elizabeth's over there resting her eyes, and he told you to have a safe trip today or tonight, Dennis. Oh my freaking gosh. I've got my headset on, sir.
Oh yeah.
I just went in the ear with my headphone on and out the other. Dadgummit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off here, Bubba. I'll talk to you guys
All right.
later.
All right, be safe. I'll keep this going for a little bit longer, then I'm gonna end it so y'all can go jump on his stream. This one will start dropping in viewers here in just a second. Yeah, there they go. Well, I'm going to greet everybody and say thank you for coming on the Truckers Television Channel podcast today. And I'll catch you on another one. And y'all have a great evening, okay? Like I said, let me turn this camera on and do this the right way. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great evening. And I'll talk to you again on the next one, okay? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it and all the greetings. I'll try my best to have a good one. Go over there and pester the shit out of Dennis. He deserves it.